Picture this. Your rabbit is sitting in their enclosure right now. They have eaten the same pellets this morning that they ate yesterday, and the day before that, and every single day for the past 6 months. You topped up the bowl, they ate it, everything looked fine. But here is what you did not see, what was happening inside your rabbit's body and mind with every identical meal. Because rabbits do not show you when something is slowly going wrong. They cannot tell you. And by the time the signs become visible, the damage has often already been quietly building for weeks. Most owners believe that as long as their rabbit is eating, they are healthy. That consistent eating means consistent health. But this belief, as well-informed and as caring as it is one of the most common and most damaging mistakes happening in rabbit homes right now. And by the end of this video, I am going to show you the one dietary habit that the 2% of rabbit owners who truly understand rabbit biology do differently, and why the rabbits in their care live longer, bond more deeply, and suffer far less. Rabbits are not simple animals. They are complex prey mammals with a digestive system so specialized that researchers at the House Rabbit Society USA have described it as one of the most sensitive gastrointestinal architectures in all of domestic pet species. Unlike dogs or cats, a rabbit's digestive tract is in constant biological motion. It requires continuous variety, fiber stimulation, and environmental food signals to function correctly. When that system receives identical input every single day, something called gut microbiome stagnation begins to develop, a state where the beneficial bacterial colonies that drive your rabbit's digestion and immunity begin to reduce in diversity. The result is not always immediate, but it is always real. Here is what you actually see as an owner. Your rabbit seems fine. They eat their pellets, they use their litter box, they move around. Nothing appears wrong. What you are not seeing is the slower gut motility that is developing underneath, the reduced foraging impulse that their brain is quietly suppressing because there is nothing new to explore, and the micronutrient gaps that open up when the same foods deliver the same limited nutritional profile every single day. Researchers at the University of Edinburgh studying lagomorph cognition found that rabbits possess what is called neophilic foraging drive, a biological compulsion to seek out and sample new food sources in their environment. This is not preference. This is survival wiring. In the wild, a rabbit who ate only one plant would face nutritional collapse within weeks. Their digestive biology evolved specifically to handle variety. When variety disappears from a domestic rabbit's life, that foraging drive does not disappear with it. It redirects into cage bar chewing, restless circling, over-grooming, or what many owners describe as their rabbit seeming bored or flat. That flatness is not personality. That is a biological hunger that no amount of the same pellets will ever satisfy. And here is where it gets important, because what comes next is the one thing most owners never find out until a vet visit reveals it. Rabbits are prey animals. They are biologically hardwired to hide pain and distress. By the time your rabbit shows visible signs of stress or digestive discomfort, the damage has often been building for weeks or months in silence. A rabbit sitting quietly in a corner after a meal is not always resting. A rabbit who has stopped grooming as enthusiastically is not always just relaxed. These are the whisper signals, the ones that come before the loud ones, and they are almost always connected to what is going into that bowl every single day. Now here is what the 2% actually do differently. They do not overhaul their rabbit's diet. They do not stress their rabbit with sudden dramatic changes. They understand that the fix is small, consistent, and surprisingly simple. They rotate. Not randomly, strategically. They cycle between 3 or 4 varieties of leafy greens across the week. They introduce one new safe herb, cilantro, dill, parsley, basil, or fresh mint, in small amounts alongside the regular diet. They vary the timing of pellet delivery so the rabbit's foraging brain experiences anticipation, not just routine. And critically, they never reduce hay. Hay remains unlimited and constant because hay is the one food item whose repetition actually benefits rabbit biology, but everything else around it shifts, subtly and regularly, to keep the gut microbiome divert, the foraging drive satisfied, and the rabbit's mind engaged. A 2021 PLOS ONE study on lagomorph dietary diversity found that rabbits maintained on variable plant-based diets showed measurably higher gut motility rates and significantly lower rates of GI stasis episodes compared to rabbits on restricted uniform diets. GI stasis, a condition where the digestive system slows or stops, is one of the leading causes of emergency vet visits and sudden death in domestic rabbits, and its most overlooked contributing factor is not what owners feed. It is the absence of variety in what they feed, but here is the part that will stay with you. The rabbits in the study who received dietary variety did not just have healthier guts. They showed more exploratory behavior, more approach behavior toward their owners, more social grooming attempts, more binkies. The biological stimulation of variety was not just physical, it was behavioral, it was emotional. The rabbit who eats with curiosity is the rabbit who engages with their world with curiosity, and that includes you. Your rabbit cannot walk to the kitchen and ask for something different. They cannot point at something new and say they want to try it. They rely completely on you to understand what their biology needs, and to act on it even when everything looks fine on the surface. The 98% who do not do this are not bad owners. They are owners who were never told. Now you know if you want to go deeper into what your rabbit's daily behaviors are actually telling you about their health and emotional state, the next video breaks down the 7 silent signals most owners completely miss until it is too late. You will want to watch that one. And if your rabbit has been eating the same thing every single day, drop a comment below and tell me what you are going to add to their bowl this week. I read every single one. Your rabbit is lucky to have someone who wants to understand them this deeply.